Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, back again for episode number 3 of our NHL 18 Vegas Golden Knights franchise mode. Sorry for the long wait on this episode, guys, but I was busy doing all the cleanup here in the offseason, going through free agency and re-signing all my players when I was simming through to see if some free agents signed when the LA Kings came at me with a very interesting offer. They are looking to trade their second round pick next year for Michael Grabner straight up. Now, I was definitely planning on using Grabner this year, but I know he's got some good offensive stats, good defensive decent defensive stats as well. But for a second round pick for Michael Grabner, I mean, the Kings are a contender. I feel like I should definitely say yes to that. There's no reason why I shouldn't deny this trade at all. A second round pick for Michael Grabner is an insanely good deal, so you know what? Thank you, LA Kings. Okay guys, so I have finished doing up all the off-season work for our series, and now it's time to take a little quick look at what our roster is going to look like heading into the preseason and year number 1 with this team. So the goaltending duo did not change. Marc-Andre Fleury will definitely be our starter, and Calvin Pickard will be backing him up. As we go into the system, I picked up J.F. Berube from the free agency, so like we got him in real life. He'll be a backup just in case either Pickard or Fleury go down with an injury during the year. That's why we also have Christopher Gibson as well, so these two will be probably my 1-2 punch in the AHL. I picked up this guy in free agency as well, Hannibal Weitzman. Great name on him. He is very, very angry at me right now though, so I'm gonna have to go to player morale. And Michael DiPietro will be right there. Haven't signed him yet. He's only 58 overall, so I'll wait till he probably gets into like the 60s is where I'm assuming that like is where your AHL players might want to start. You know, when you might want to start signing your prospects in like the 60s area, like the mid 60s. So that's probably what I'm gonna hold off on DiPietro for right now. We don't need to sign him. He's 18 years old. We can let him be free range right now. But player morale, I'll definitely have to go check that out and see what's up with Weitzman for sure. Alright, as we move to the defense now, we got John Merrill, Michael Stone, Brandon McNabb, TVR, Ben Sherratt, Nate Schmidt, and Colin Miller. The funny thing about Stone is Stone didn't initially want to sign with us. He wanted to test free agency, so I just gave him a little bit more money, and he opted to sign with the squad. So he's our most paid defenseman right now, $4.2 mil for 2 years. I bumped him down a year. He wanted 3, so I was only going to give him 2. 2 years is kind of what the main contract length I was looking at for this team for extending them. But we have 2 top 4 guys in John Merrill and Michael Stone, which is nice. And then we have McNabb, TVR, Sherratt, and Schmidt, who will be our top 6 guys. And then we have Colin Miller, who will be our 1 depth guy on the bench. In the AHL, we are going to be looking at Jake Dotchin and Shea Theodore as our like 1-2 punch. Olofsson, who was a guy I signed at free agency, so he'll be up there. Jordan Osterley will be up there, and Frederick Claesson will be up there as well. So that's kind of what our top 6 is going to look like. Actually, that's only 5. Maybe I should sign Timothy Liljegren to play AHL right away. You know what? I actually am going to offer him a contract and get him on the AHL squad right away. So Liljegren will be on the team. He will be eligible to play. I'll see if I can fit him in there. Maybe if some injuries happen, I'll throw him in there, but I don't want to play him all too much. Right wingers on the main roster: James Neal, Mikkel Bodker, Marchessault, Riley Smith, Jamie McGinn, Alex Chiasson, who I signed at free agency because I knew that once I traded Grabner, I would have to get another extra forward in there, so I went to go with Chiasson. I wanted Martin Hansel, but he didn't want to join the squad, so we got Chiasson, and I also picked up Brett Connolly as well. So I picked up 2 extra forwards just in case for injuries, and you know, with that trade to Grabner, I definitely needed to make that deal. And in the system, Nestor Sol will be a depth guy. Now Yakupov's down there, Alex Tuck. Nobody else who I needed to sign, like Korenskov, Paul Moo. We don't need to sign those guys right away. We're pretty much fine with them. Left wingers, we have Michael Rothler as our only left winger because we traded away Grabner. But in the system-wise, Reed Boucher, Kirby Reichel, William Carrier, and Nick Kerdiles, and Jacob De La Rose, I signed him at a free agency as well as a UFA from the Canadiens. So we picked him up, but our in the system for left wingers looks good with Boucher, Reichel, Carrier, and Kerdiles. That looks like a nice little lineup right there of wingers on the left-hand side of the ice, which is always nice. In the main roster, Shipachev will be line number 1. Halla, Carlson, Sheehan are like 4 main centers. Grabowski will be like an injury guy. And then in the system, we have Charles Hudon, who technically is a 4th liner, so I might call him up. His defensive category is not too bad, like low, like under mid 80s, which isn't terrible for a 4th line guy, so he might get away with that. I might call him up. McNeil, Anderson will play, Reed Duke will play, not Nick Suzuki. This guy, Alexi Sorella, we have signed, but he is not happy as well, so I'm going to have to do some player morale changes to hopefully get those guys on the right-hand side. But that's what our team looks like. I'll definitely go to line edits, but let's go to player morale first. Alright, let's see what bug is up these guys' butts. So Sorella is disgruntled. If I'm honest, the performance of this team isn't making me happy at all. Well, welcome to the team. It's going to be a slow rebuild here, bud. And hopefully you will be on board. So losing stinks, but I need you to be part of the solution, not the problem. Our organization has a rough patch. We're experiencing one right now. Look, I need you to go out there and prove me that we can do better. For sure, Alexi. I need you to go out there and prove to me that we can do better. He was on our Carolina Hurricanes franchise mode, if you guys are remembering that name. He was a Carolina Hurricanes prospect, but I picked him up at free agency. So let's see if this works. We'll use a demanding tone on him. Responded favorably to your strong tone. Okay, that's good. I can't say I'm too thrilled with some of the management decisions as of late. Oh, you're a goalie. Well, if you have something constructing an offer, say it. Just don't complain. Or you... No tone on him. Okay, so he doesn't like demanding, but Sorella liked the demanding tone of it. But he's still disgruntled, but he'll be going up, which is all fine and dandy. And I think we are ready to get into preseason at least, so I can definitely continue to fly through the free agency here, so I can pretty much just sim to next season right away, and let's get it underway, boys. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are at our owner goals and happiness rating for the year. So let's see what my owner wants us to accomplish this year. Our primary goal is to have at least 4 picks in the first 2 rounds of the upcoming draft. So assuming that we're not going to be a good team, which the state of the team is a rebuilder, which is where I want to be, that shouldn't be too hard since we already made that trade for Grabner. I'm pretty sure that we only need 1 more pick, either a first or a second round pick, to accomplish that goal and get me some more money for my budget. So that probably shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. They want us to sell 85% of available suites, which I'll do obviously off camera, try my best. 75% concession fan happiness. Oh, that might be a little bit challenging, but I'll see what I can do. And then we need more club seats, upgrade our club seating by level 1, which is a stretch goal. So that doesn't need to be accomplished by this year. Okay, so let's set our captains and let's edit up our lines for this coming year. So they want Sheehan, Shipachev, and James Neal as our captains. I definitely think that Shipachev should be 1. James Neal definitely should be the captain of this team. But as for the defense, I think we should go with Michael Stone, since he's probably like the most veteran defenseman out of all these guys here, is the oldest defenseman. So I think we'll do that. We'll put Neil Shipachev as an assistant captain coming in from the KHL, so he definitely has some experience for sure. And then we'll also give Michael Stone an assistant captaincy as well on the defense. Alright guys, so here is what I think is probably going to be my best lineup for both the AHL and the NHL team for year number 1 with Vegas. So line number 1, we're going to have Mikkel Bodker, Vadim Shipachev, and James Neal for line number 1. Jonathan Marchessault, Eric Howla, and Riley Smith on line number 2. I definitely wanted to keep that Florida Panthers connection right there, putting Howla in the middle, playmaker, sniper, playmaker. So that's a good little mix right there. Hopefully Smith can score some goals. Same thing with Bodker and Neal, putting Shipachev between those two. Should hopefully get some goals. Third line, Brett Connolly, William Karlsson, and Jane McGinn. Fourth pair, Michael Raffle, Riley Sheehan, and Charles Hudon on offense. Defensively, John Merrill, Michael Stone, Brandon McNabb, TBR, Ben Sherratt, and Nate Schmidt. Our special teams are going to pretty much look like this. I got Bodker on the point with Stone, and then a nice mix of those guys down there for special teams. And then penalty kill is basically going to look like Sheehan and Karlsson in the middle. Smith, McGinn with Sherratt, Merrill, TBR, and McNabb looking pretty nicely there on the penalty kill. And then goalies, Marc-Andre Fleury and Calvin Pickard. And then our scratch players will be Alex Chason and Michael Grabowski for our 2 forwards, and Colin Miller for our extra defender in case of injuries. In the AHL, looks pretty good on offense, to be honest. Looks really, really good on offense. Reed Boucher, Mark McNeil, and Nestor Sill. Kirby Reichel, Elias Anderson, and Nail Yakupov. David Clarkson, Reed Duke, and Alex Tuck. William Carrier, Nick Kerdeals, and Jacob De La Rose on offense. It looks really, really nice. Everybody is playing who should be playing. Nobody's scratched. On defense, Shea Theodore, Jake Dotchin, Gustav Olofsson, James Wisniewski, Jordan Osterley, and Frederick Clayson. The only guy I have scratched pretty much important is Timothy Liljegren, so in case of an injury happens, I'll make sure to throw him in there. And then for the goaltenders, JF Berube and Christopher Gibson will be on our AHL tendies. So I really like the look of this Vegas team for sure. I'm pretty much done setting captains and lineups. We're done editing everything. So I think we are good to go, boys. I think I need to upgrade and maintain some things in my area up here. Yes, I do. So upgrade and maintain. I'll do this really quickly just so I don't bother you guys. Yeah, I'm going to have to set concessions and all that fun stuff next time. So I might just do maybe like a week or two of simulation, and then you guys could definitely tell me some things I might want to upgrade or fix with our lineups before we get started with any of that. But for sure we're gonna get like at least a month done of the simulation here. So let's go to the calendar. Alright, so I've actually didn't decide to skip away. I think we should definitely give away a t-shirt here on opening night against the Arizona, or opening home game against the Arizona Coyotes, you know, like an inaugural season kind of t-shirt. I feel like that would be a pretty cool promotion night to have. Let's skip along here. Is that the first game against the Penguins? Yeah, let's get the first game against the Penguins. We'll do a promotion night when the Stanley Cup champs are in town. We'll do a Marc-Andre Fleury bobblehead night. I feel like that is extremely appropriate. We will definitely do that. Give away a Marc-Andre Fleury bobblehead against the Penguins there in December. Let's move into the new year here in January 2018. Connor McDavid coming into town, so let's do something with that. Let's do a hat. Why not do that? That's always fun. Next up will be against the... I'll do a game here against my Philadelphia Flyers. Why not? We'll give away a hat. Sure. Really wish I could go to Vegas to attend that game, but don't think that'll be possible. Colorado coming to town, then we're going to be one of the worst teams. We'll give away a scarf, and then I pretty much will have no other thing to do here. I could do another puck there against Edmonton, or let's see if we can get one more game here in February. We already did something in January. February we did something, nothing in March. So let's get something in March. Last game of the season against the San Jose Sharks. Just do a puck giveaway. Why not? And I'll pretty much do it for our promotions nights. And we come away with an 8-1 win in preseason. Wow, we were scoring some goals there in preseason. Wow, could we go undefeated in the preseason with our lineup? Scouting assignment. Okay, let's do this. Where are we going? Definitely going to who has the most players so far. Looks like the WHL. For sure, 6 weeks. Let's go there. Wow, could we be undefeated in the preseason 2-0 and one more against the Anaheim Ducks? Wow. All right, the Vegas Golden Knights went undefeated in the preseason, 7-0. That's a very, very good start to the preseason. Hopefully that will give us a nice little boost to our play here. But we have opening night here. Vegas Golden Knights up against the Dallas Stars to start off the year. We're in Dallas to start. Let's do it. Let's simulate this game. Let's see how good the team does. Here we go. Opening night. First game of this Vegas Golden Knights franchise. First period, 0-0, 10 shots to 12. Second period, 1-0. Patrick Sharp gets one on Fleury. Going into the third period, shots are tied. Third period, can we tie it up at least? No, we cannot. We give up 3 in the third. Hemsky, Spezza, and Drew Shore. And unfortunately, the first game of the year for the Vegas Golden Knights goes down into the dumps. A 4-0 shutout of the Dallas Stars. Not the best start. So let's go to this game against Arizona. We are in Arizona having a home-and-home with them. I'll do another quick in-game sim here. Hold a team meeting, why not? This might be like a first big rivalry. Yep, let's do a demanding approach. Let's see how that does. Yep, demanding is the way to go. Everybody gets a morale boost for sure. Alright, so let's do another in-game sim here for game number 2 against the Arizona Coyotes. Come on, Vegas. Let's see if we can get our first official win as a franchise here. First period against Arizona. There we go. First goal in Vegas Golden Knights history goes to Riley Smith on Chad Johnson to start off the first period. Second period. All right, 1-0 still. Third period. They got 2. Are you kidding? David Desharnais and Max Domi get 2 on Calvin Pickard in the third period, and Vegas loses again 2-1. Wow. Man, I thought Pickard would have had a nice little chance there. John Merrill sprains his ankle. Estimated returns October 20th. Let's just replace the player because that'll put Colin Miller in there. Man, that sucks. Alright, so now we'll go to the calendar. We'll simulate our first month here as a franchise. Let's see how well they do. Man, I thought we were going to win that game against Arizona, but man, that is brutal. Losing that. Ben Shiraz injured with a mild concussion. Oof. all these guys are being used. Liljegren, do I want to call him up like immediately? He's not being used in the AHL. I could put Timothy Liljegren underway right away into the fire and the flames, but that's going to kill him. I mean, he was going to sit out in the AHL most of the time anyway. I really don't want to call up any of the, like, these guys. I mean, Theodore and Dotchin are... Yeah, I know what? I'm going to call up Shea Theodore. I'll do that. I'm going to call up Shea Theodore. Okay, so there we go. All those changes are fixed. Once those guys come back into healthy, I'll definitely make sure to switch them out. Michael Stone has been injured with a mild concussion. His estimated return is October 25th. Okay, I know what I'm doing immediately once I make these changes, so let me do this really quickly. Okay, so I did those changes there, and we do win our next 2 games, so I'm definitely going to continue here to stop. Okay, so we do get our first 2 wins of the franchise against Phoenix, or Arizona and Detroit 2-0, so we're at 2-2 to start off the year. Chicago Wolves are 4-0-1, which is always nice to see. But let me go into the settings of this franchise, and I definitely am going to have to lower the injury occurrence just a tad bit, because I know it's probably going to be the bar is going to be somewhere up in the high area. Injury occurrence, yep. So I'm definitely going to lower this up a bit. For CPU, I'm going to lower it down to like half. Don't want them to get injured as much, but I definitely want it to be not crazy injured. So we're going to lower it down to like, what was it? It was like 30. We'll bump it up to 30 because I think it was at like 50 or something. So we'll put it down to 30. That's fine. That's the only change I definitely wanted to make, because that does affect sim speed. I have had that happen to my Hurricanes franchise in the past. So just wanted to lower it a little bit. I still want injuries to happen, but not as much as they should happen. But hopefully once all the guys come back, actually Sriracha did just come back, so I definitely need to make that change real quick like. Alright, so I've made the lineup changes. Ben Sherratt's back in there. Shea Theodore sent back down to the AHL, which is fine. So let's continue to get this first month of simulation underway. We got a shootout win over the Boston Bruins, and then John Merrill is back once again to play for our team, which is nice. So we can take, I need to go to roster moves. Oh, he would need to be sent through waivers. Oh, balls to the walls. Well, Jake Dotchin, you're up here now for the rest of the year apparently, because I can't risk that. 77 overall, you will definitely be picked up by waivers. Definitely didn't see the waiver thing coming. I'm glad Shea Theodore didn't have to go through waivers, which is fantastic. But Jake Dotchin, you will have to go through waivers. So you're stuck up here for the rest of the year, unfortunately. Grabowski, I really don't like you, so I just need you to go out there. This responds well to a firm approach. Good. Thank you. Just get off my butt. Let's sim with these guys. McNeil, you're doing good. Yep. Really disappointing, to be honest. I feel like I was NHL worthy. You're lucky I can't bust you all the way down to youth hockey. Wow, that's harsh. I know it's disappointing, but you need to work on some aspects of your game. I wasn't affected. Clayson, underperforming. We need you to produce Clayson, firm approach, good. Alright, so Vegas is 4-2. Let's see if we can get through this last month without any more injuries, any more interferences of pop-ups is what I would like to do. Okay, Michael Stone has returned to the lineup, and that'll be against to, Yep, so we need to do roster moves, unfortunately. Can I send a forward down? Oh man, all these guys have to go through waivers. Am I really going to have to lose Jake Dotchin to waivers? That's tough. It's going to have to be somebody on waivers. Colin Miller is on a one-way deal, and he's a little bit older. He's 24, but Dotchin's 23, a defensive defenseman, two-way guy. I think I have to take the risk here, boys. I definitely didn't want this to happen, but it's an unfortunate thing that is going to happen. So what do we do here? What do we do? It's got to be Dotchin or Miller. Who do we value less, or who do we value more? I think I value Colin Miller a little bit more than I do Jake Dotchin. All right, Dotchin, confirm. Please don't get picked up by waivers. I beg of you. Did he get picked up? He got picked up by waivers. The frickin' Columbus Blue Jackets got Jake Dotchin from me off of waivers. That's stupid. Waivers shouldn't be eligible for like the first like 11 days of the season as it is in the real life NHL. I just feel that's a little bit stupid that I had to lose Jake Dotchin that way. Maybe I'll be able to make a trade with the Columbus Blue Jackets in the future to maybe get them back. I don't know how much it would cost me to get Jake Dotchin back, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if I really wanted to do that, Columbus is 3-5. How much value does Jake Dotchin have at the moment? It's a little bit of trade value. I probably could get him back if I really wanted to. You know, it could be like a draft pick. I could send that second round pick that I got back from the Los Angeles Kings if I wanted to. Hopefully they are not having a good year, and that will be a good draft pick for us. But, yeah, losing Jake Dotson really sucks. But you guys can let me know if you want me to trade back for him, get him back onto the squad. That's definitely an option, but let's see if we can just finish the month here once again. Finish the month, and all that aside, we just got 3 games left to finish here. And we got a 1-0 win over the Abs. Okay, Vegas, I see you guys here. You're trying to do some good things. Shootout win over the Islanders and win over the Rangers. Okay, so the first month of the year had its up and downs. We definitely had to deal with some injuries for sure. But we lost Jake Dotson to waivers, and all that fun stuff aside, the Vegas Golden Knights are sitting tied for 2nd place in the Pacific Division right now. Arizona Coyotes have a wild card spot. We're 16 points. Vegas is looking pretty good right now. So let's go to goals for per game. Goals for per game. The Vegas Golden Knights are 1.91, so we're not scoring many goals. It's next to last in the NHL, but we are definitely maybe keeping the puck out of the net. Where's Vegas at for goals against? Vegas is 3rd in the league for goals against. So we're 2nd for goals for and 3rd for goals against. So we're not scoring goals, but we're not letting goals in. Fleury and the defense apparently is standing on their head right now, which is awesome to see. Power play percentage was at like 14. I think I saw it was like 14%. Yeah, so it's near the bottom of the league, so definitely could use a little bit of improvement there in penalty kill. Where are they at for penalty kill? They are at 84% for the penalty kill right now, which is very, very nice to see. Are we a disciplined team? Sort of a disciplined team right there. As you can see, home we're 6-1, away we're 2-2, last 10, 8-2 in our last 10 games. Riley Smith has 8 points in 11 games, which is really, really nice to see. How Neal, goals, let me see, goals. Nobody above 3 goals. Neal, Raffle, and Smith all have 3. Nobody above 2, which is fine. And then the goalies, hopefully they're doing fine. Fleury's 6-2. Pickard is 2-1. Yep, nice stats there from those guys. Goals against averages are really nice, really, really low. Pickard's up to a 82 now, which is good. Fleury's still at 86. And through the first month, like I said, we lose a defenseman to waivers, but the team is still looking pretty nice at 8-3. So let me know what you guys think down below. Here's our lineups. A lot of crazy stuff happened in this episode for sure, losing a defender, but the team is looking good. We are definitely moving in the right direction to start the first month of the season, which is always, always nice to see. But let me know if there's any line changes you think that I should make to the squad. There's our offense, defense, and obviously our goaltending. And the AHL, once again, is looking still pretty good as well. I think they are rocking as well. Timothy Logren, who was supposed to sit on the bench all year, he's going to get some time because I screwed up, and Jake Dotson is now not on the team anymore due to the waiver BS. Hopefully we don't deal with that anymore, but Vegas is 8-3. Chicago is 9-2-1. They're first place in the AHL. So let me know what you guys think down below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of our Vegas franchise mode. Peace.